Well, yes, indeed. We still have Ben Donyegha. He's the member Central Working Committee of PANDEF. He joins us from our Benin studios. Thank you so much indeed for coming on Sunrise Daily this morning. Now, this concerns of renewed hostilities by the Avengers. Why are we derailing to this point where they are threatening to go on bombing facilities? Because the government has asked that we are indeed keeping to our own side of the bargain.
Well, thank you, my brother. As far as government is not keeping to its side of the bargain, because since the first engaged governments, precisely the president, the body language of the government shows that they are not sincere. Up to this ceasefire for 90 days, kept in suspense. The promise made by governments, they didn't fulfill one of them. Every time you say that we want to farm review, like so all we see is promise and nothing implemented. That is why the boys is lost confidence in the process of. So it's not we that are members of the ones with the problem. The governments never in their own keep to their own part of the deal. That is the reason why.
But has the government reached any agreement with you?
Government have reached agreements times without number because we try to maintain peace, interface with our own brothers, with our people, asking them, pleading with them to exercise patience and give government the opportunity to address the key issues in developing the Niger Delta, trying to make sure that people or communities, leaders are engaged in this process. And this whole cause was championed by PANDEF. As a member of the Central Working Committee, it is my imagination that all what we have been working, even a member of the Interministerial Committee on Petroleum, interfacing with MDAs, and also making sure that we bring a blueprint, prepare a document. But at the end of the day, what we see is stories upon stories. Even the vice president in Ondo State sometime this year, he have to make a pronouncement that the Maritime University will start in this session, September, to be precise. But up to this moment, we have not seen anything done.
Just to check the
we are all kept in suspense. And a region of this nature that is key to the critical and bringing up a lot of things to make sure that Nigerian state has the oil to run the economy. A region of this is being undermined. Our leaders have been undermined, youths have been undermined, men, women have been undermined by government. So that is the cause of this whole problem.
Yes.
Because if you say you are doing a thing and you say these are persons who you are giving responsibility to represent their people, you have a bargain, we have a deal. But at the end of the day, you faltered in your own side of the deal, trying to politicize the whole thing. But God in heaven's sake, when you say you are dialoguing with the people, you should make sure that you come up with a blueprint. You be truthful in your dialogue process. By so doing, the people will now have confidence in you. Since then, how many months have we spent down the drain? How many days will it take you to set up your dialogue team? And for us on our own side, we are fully prepared. The government is not sincere. That is just the bottom line of the whole issue. So if the boys at the end of the day say they lost confidence in the process, you can't blame PANDEF for it. It's the government that has to be blamed.
Because the government has said that as of now, there's even more developments that are taking place. I mean, the Maritime University you talked about, contractors have been able to move in to continue work there. There's been more power in the area. The amnesty program has been even supported by this government more than any other in the past. Wouldn't you say that your actions, if the boys, as you put it, should begin to go about blowing up facilities, oil facilities in the Niger Delta, in whose best interest will that be?
Well, it's the government that failed in their own part of the deal because one, the Maritime University, as we speak now, there's nothing is going on in that place there. It's in Okorenke, it's Baramatu. You have You are a media man, you are the journalist, you can go and assess things for yourself. There's no job being done in that place there. Everywhere is so docile. It's an idle island. It's like a graveyard. Nobody's there. No infrastructure is ongoing because what it used to be before, that is the state government has left it. So if you say people, you take us for a ride, you take us for granted, we cannot guarantee the peace that we are clamoring for. Because we ourselves, who are even interfacing, mediating on behalf of government, trying to talk to our people that, please, they should exercise some little patience. We are even a kind of a betrayal there. The confidence is no more there that you can see when Avengers and other groups are saying that, yes, they no more have confidence in Pandit. They no more, it's as a result of the government insincerity. That is the reason why these boys are tired. Talking every day without implementation. If you're in our shoes too, even if government is in our shoes, they will say the same thing. Because all what we need is not this series of talking, series of seminars, series of conferences and the rest of all. We need proactive action. Let action take place. By so doing, you will see that this person themselves, they will now say, okay, our people have now been listened to. You can't just, undermine persons like fathers who come from the region, from different ethnic nationality, cut across the 9 states of the Niger Delta, the 6 states of the Niger Delta. You undermine them. People like Clark,
can I just ask you this question? The rest of
them, you undermine them. What are you now telling us to do? You feel that maybe we mean nothing to you. The South mean nothing to you. The Niger Delta mean nothing to you.
Are you open to dialogue?
Pardon?
Are you open to dialogue with the government?
Well, we are not open to dialogue yet. We are talking, but the government in their own side, they are not sincere. If you are dialoguing with the people, you have to make sure that you come out openly and say, look at how we have now prepared. Look at the persons involved in the dialogue process. Government, we are ready. Niger Delta people, where are your people? Of course we are ready, 100% we are ready. But the government is saying we don't know where they are driving at. We neither know where they are going to, nor where they are going to arrive. All what we see is that the entire Niger Delta is being militarized. That is what we see. We didn't see infrastructure, we didn't see development, we didn't see, the Maritime University, the East-West Road, the Coastal Niger Delta Road. We didn't see any of this. So what do you expect from the boys to do? They are fed up with the whole thing. So you cannot blame them when they come up and say they are not going to. We are not advocating that they should go into bombing of a pipeline. But if they are pushed to the wall, we cannot guarantee the safety. That is just the truth.